Alright guys, back with the EyeXo and I've been playing around with it for a few hours now, and I've kind of discovered some cool swing analysis tools that I want to go over. Let me get oops. Alright, so here we go. I want to go over with you. So I think I'll just show you and then we can kind of talk through it. Got my swing cameras working. I've got my clubs taped up. So what I'll do is hit a couple shots, with what I would consider my normal swing. All right. All right, that was a pretty decent shot. Okay, 129 yards, about average for me. That was a pretty good shot. So those are two decent shots for me. Now, what I've been working on, and I'm going to take my glove off, and you'll see why in a minute. But what I'm really trying to work on with the PGA Pro that I work with is number one, keeping my head still, and then number two, my posture. Apparently I've got terrible posture, and I don't stick my butt out enough, etc. So with the tools that the EyeXo and Uneekor give me, I can kind of monitor my progress on that, and I'll show you how. So I'm going to hit a couple shots trying to do some of these things that I've been practicing. Okay, same club, 9-iron. That was a pretty good strike. I probably should just stop on that. I think I will. Let me stop on that, and let's go over and look at the swing analysis. Okay. So I'm going to go into the shot mode, and you see our three shots. Now, both of the first two shots, and let's look at them in a grouping. You can see my grouping is pretty good, but my shots got better each swing, and my last shot with the trying to improve my posture and keep my head had the best results, and we'll be able to verify that with the cameras. So first, let's go to the clubs though. You can see on my first one I had 71 club head speed, and I carried it 125 yards. But look at my attack angle, actually a positive attack angle, which is not a good thing. I hit it in the center, good enough, fair enough. Then on my second shot, I hit down on the ball a little bit more, 73 club speed and 128 yard carry. And then finally, with the improved posture, decent attack angle, hit it a little on the inside. Club speed was about the same, but I got a little bit better carry and all that. So, but here's the part I really wanted to go over with you today, and that's the swing cameras. Now, even though I've got a lot of pulsating on the live shots, when you go back to replay, even with pulsating lights, you get a pretty good shot. And what I want to show you today is, you're looking at my first shot. Uh-oh, my camera went out on me. Hold on a sec. What the hell happened? You know what? I lost one of my cameras, but I think, I need to get rid of that. Okay, I'm sorry. My bad. My operator error. All right. So let's look. Let's look at first thing. Let's look at. Let's see if I did really improve my posture. Okay. Here's the first shot. So you can see on my first shot, I got a pretty bad slump. My butt doesn't stick out. Now, what you can do with this software, and what I really like is I can pin that shot. I can go to the one I want to look, and the system's smart enough to know that it's going to bring up the corresponding. I've got two cameras. It'll bring up the right one. See over here, it brought up the right one. So now I can go back, and it will time these things. I can go back to where, all right, look at my difference here. So my butt's sticking out a little bit more. I don't have as much of a hump here. So I would say, if you erase that, and then let me get over here and erase this. So if you look at the two shots, and you can also, with this, you can play each one by itself, or you can, oops, let me get rid of that, or you can, I got this, let me get rid of that. I'm learning all the buttons, fellas. But you can play them either in sync, or you can play them one at a time. But look at that difference in posture. So my, Shanky, my pro, would be happy with that. So there's something that, unless I have cameras showing me, and I know I still need to improve, but this, this sticking out in this area, it is so weird to me, and such a weird feeling, that unless I see it on video, in my mind, it's way more exaggerated than what I see on the screen. So, to me, this is invaluable information. So I wanted to show you that. Again, I'll, just so you can, sometimes it all looks the same, but if you'll, you can see where, this is the shot I took my glove off. Remember, I told you I was going to do that. So that, I had to, you get so many shots, sometimes you got to do little tricks like that so that you can keep up with them. But, again, I'm sure a pro would come in here and have a field day, but on all these tools and stuff. But that's one way I'm using it right there, is just getting my posture in a better position right there. That to me is invaluable. Now we can do the same thing. Let's go back and let's unpin everything. So let's go back to our original shot, and then let's look at the forward. Let's pin that, and we'll go back to the revised to the improved shot. All right. So see, I got here's my glove. I got the glove on in this shot. I took it off on where I'm trying to keep my head straight. So let's look at that. So I can come in here, draw a circle around my head, my big old head, and do that. Get rid of that. Now I can either play them see how my head's all over the place. I know. I promise I'll show you the good, the bad, and the ugly. So there you go. But my head's all over the place. Now I try to keep it, right. See, when I back up to that point where I've got my so it's better. It's better, and I'm doing the posture thing. So I'm trying to do two things at one time. So I think this is just great that you can use the software like this. The other thing I discovered today, and I didn't know. Let me go back. So I think that I don't want to beat that to death, but so I'm going to unpin it. I'm going to go back to a full shot. The other thing, get rid of all my lines that I've drawn. The other thing I discovered today is this little gizmo. So you can actually go in here, and for the people who, and it'll tell you your degrees, you know. And I know, you know, I'm not knowledgeable enough to know what your angles are supposed to be, but, you know, if you're supposed to have an angle here, you know, I've got 148. I have no idea what that means. But, you know, I'm sure pros and teaching pros will use stuff like that. So not only can you draw lines, but with this little gizmo, it'll actually tell you your angles. So, you know, wow. I mean, I think it's great. So again, we go back, and I'm going to go ahead just to clean it. I'm going to hide that for now. So again, if I'm looking at the results of the, you know, I can go into my number section. I can look at my numbers of before, 125 carry, well, you know, whatever it is you want to look at. I've been trying to pay a little attention to my attack angle, but you can look at all your numbers and then switch over to your other shot and compare the two. So I hope that made sense to you guys, but that's the swing cameras. If you have any question about it, and as I'm learning, I'm going to do these little videos, but I love this comparison, and I love the ability to pin a shot and compare it to another shot. So that was the main tool for today. How to, you know, what does pinning a video do for you, and how it works. Another quick little note, you know, if I want to go in and I really like this swing, and I want to set, you know, let's say I want to show it to the pro and say, hey, look at this new posture right here. I can go in, hit save, you know, name it, whatever I want to name it, and that video will be saved. So hope you enjoyed that video, and if you have any questions, let me know.